You know the feeling? We have all been there. You're just standing in the shower, minding your own business, and then, bam, it hits you. The most brilliant, amazing idea you've had all week, maybe all year. A little flash of pure genius. So, what is actually going on in our brains when that happens? Well, let's break down the science behind it. It's almost a running joke at this point, isn't it? I mean, you can spend hours, literally hours, staring at a problem at your desk, just wrestling with it, getting absolutely nowhere. And then you step into the shower, you're not even thinking about it anymore, and all of a sudden, the solution just appears, crystal clear. And that's the most infuriating and kind of hilarious part, right? You have no way to write it down. You're completely unprepared. It honestly feels like your brain is playing a prank on you. So why? Why does your brain wait until you are at your absolute most vulnerable, soaking wet with nothing but a bar of soap, to suddenly turn into a creative powerhouse? Well, as it turns out, the secret isn't in the water pressure and it has nothing to do with your shampoo. The real magic is happening deep inside your brain. It's all about a special daydream mode that our minds switch into when we finally stop trying so hard. Okay, meet the star of our show, the default mode network, or DMN for short. You can think of it like your brain's autopilot. See, when you're super focused on a task, answering emails, reading something important, this network is pretty quiet. But the second you start doing something mindless, like washing your hair, the DMN just lights up and gets right to work. So really, our brains have these two main states. First, you've got focus mode. That's your conscious mind taking the lead. It's logical, it's direct, it's very much on the clock. But when you relax, you flip a switch over to daydream mode. And this is the DMN's playground. It's where your subconscious mind finally gets to come out and play. It's almost like your conscious brain, the super demanding, micromanaging boss, has finally left the office for a lunch break. And that lets your subconscious, that creative, maybe slightly chaotic, but brilliant employee go, perfect, my turn. It starts digging through all the files, all the information you've been processing, and it starts connecting all these seemingly random ideas and finding patterns you never would have seen while you were focused. And this whole thing isn't just some weird quirk. Nope, it's a well-documented psychological phenomenon. It actually has a name, and it's a process that scientists have been studying for a long time. It's called the incubation effect. And the core idea here is that you can't always solve a really tough problem just by thinking harder and harder about it. Sometimes the best thing you can do is let the problem incubate. By stepping away, you're basically giving your default mode network permission to take over and work on it in the background, totally free from the pressure of your direct focus. So, here it is, the 4-step recipe for a moment of genius. Step 1, you immerse yourself in a problem. You really focus, you struggle with it, you gather all the info you can. Then, and this part is absolutely critical, you step away. You go do something totally mindless. That's step 3, when your subconscious takes the driver's seat and starts connecting all the dots. And then, step 4, that's when that incredible aha moment strikes, usually when you least expect it. So when you put it all together, what it really means is that your big breakthrough idea wasn't random at all, not even close. It was the result of a very deliberate, even if it was unconscious, process. It was your brain putting in some serious overtime, doing its most creative and brilliant work while it was officially off the clock. Okay, and here is the best part. Now that we actually understand the science behind this, we can go from having these accidental moments of genius to creating them intentionally. You don't have to just wait for your next shower to have a breakthrough. You can actually set the stage for one to happen. The real key is to do any kind of low-stakes, relaxing activity that just lets your mind wander. You could go for a walk, maybe without a podcast for once, or do a simple chore like washing the dishes, even just doodling without a specific goal in mind. Anything that occupies your body just enough to let your mind float free can be the trigger for that amazing default mode network. Ultimately, this really challenges the way a lot of us think about work. We live in a culture that's all about constant productivity, and we often think taking a break is being lazy. But the science shows us that the exact opposite is true. Those moments of rest, of just letting your mind wander, that's not wasted time. It is an absolutely essential ingredient for true creativity and problem solving. So, the next time you feel stuck on something, just remember this. Don't push harder. Step away. Go for a walk, listen to some music, or take a shower. And remind yourself that you're not procrastinating, you're incubating. So the only question left is, what problem are you going to solve on your next break?